Can you say now, yeah, with the song stretching from almost 2 decades ago to now, did you learn a lot about your way of writing, or did you see a certain thing about how you wrote songs? Are they much different than maybe, for example, your new material?
I hope they're different in the sense that I think the sort of themes are the same. You know, it's not like suddenly I went through a whole political sort of, you know, phase or something. The themes are the same, but I think I've got more concise what it is I want to say or want to sing about, or, you know, more a reflection of how things are and not what I think they should be, or something as well. So,
is it something that you've learned now, maybe just over the years, that became more clear to you, how you would like, yeah, to have that vision, or to put it in words, maybe?
Yeah, just a natural part of getting older. I think you're less inclined to babble on about things, you know. You kind of take the time to get down to a more concise, yeah.
Okay, and musically, because you mentioned now maybe the lyrics, but also for your musical way, the instrumental parts, did that change a lot for you? Or is that still your working method the same as maybe?
Yeah, it's still the same. Yeah, the piano or the guitar, just because I don't have a. It's different in the sense that I don't have a fixed band right now. So, you know, in the old days, you'd go into just a jam session and you'd record what you were doing, and ideas would also come out of that. Also, full parts with like bass and drums and whatever. You know, you'd hear all of those things. Now I tend to work just on the acoustic and the piano all of the time. So you're not necessarily hearing drums and all that. The songs start out in a smaller way, you know.
But do you not feel a little bit more freedom that you don't have to have drums in a song? Maybe more than...
Yeah, it's like working with less colors, you know. You still have to express what it is you want to say, but you have less things to do it with, and I think that's I'm really enjoying that, you know. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe yeah. We left off a little bit, but the songs that you took to Los Angeles,
yeah,
in that process there, can you say, yeah, you say you dug again, maybe you open some, yeah, you dug into the songs again. With what kind of feeling did you leave Los Angeles then? You've already worked there for a couple of weeks, I think, on it.
Yeah.
What was it that you left with? What kind of feeling?
Well, we knew we hadn't finished the record, but we went back thinking that we could finish what we have. We could finish it back in Denmark. And so we'd worked a little bit on it when we came back. But it was really just when after I'd come, a week or two after I came home, I started to realize that maybe it would be a good idea to start working on some of the ideas, the newer ideas that I had that weren't, because I had that new energy, you know. So.
Because what kind of, can you maybe describe what kind of new songs? What did you want to put in there that wasn't there then? Was it a different kind of vibe in the song, or different?
Just that they were newer songs. It wasn't like there was something missing necessarily from what would have been the original 10-song album. It's not that there was something missing, but and I haven't analysed it myself. What it is about the newer things but it's just the very fact of them being newer and written now in my frame of mind now. That's just more relevant, you know.
Is it important also for you maybe to make it more exciting, because when you play something new you have maybe a different kind of energy to it than when you're playing an old song? Or?
Yeah, but in the original concept it was really going to be a very, very basic acoustic album, like a voice and guitar and maybe a piano. So in that sense, when we had that concept, it was not, I wasn't thinking that they will be old ideas and those old songs. That was exciting because that was a good way to present them. If we were going to spend a whole big thing with a band, putting it together and orchestras and whatever to play songs from 10, 15, 20 years ago even, you know, I would think maybe that's a bit of a backward step. But to just take those simple songs that couldn't find a way onto the band records of the past, this was the perfect opportunity to let them just be the little songs that they are. But then that just led to newer songs, you know.